Hey everyone, welcome back to our series on the Ottoman Empire. Today we're diving into the final act, the last gasp of a 600-year-old giant. It all came to a head with the Great War, a conflict that would ultimately seal the empire's fate. The decision to join the Central Powers, siding with Germany and Austria-Hungary, was a gamble that didn't pay off. It threw the Ottomans into a global meat grinder against the Allied forces, including Britain, France, and Russia. Early on, there was a moment of incredible, almost legendary resistance. At Gallipoli, Ottoman forces, commanded by a then-unknown officer named Mustafa Kemal, repelled a massive Allied invasion. It was a heroic, defiant stand, a victory that boosted national morale, but came at a staggering cost in human lives. This costly victory, however, couldn't stop the inevitable tide turning against them on other fronts. From the deserts of Mesopotamia to the mountains of the Caucasus, the Ottoman armies were stretched thin. They faced British-backed Arab revolts in the south, while Russian forces pushed from the northeast. The war effort drained the empire's resources, its manpower, and its will to fight. By 1918, the fronts had collapsed. Defeated and exhausted, the Ottoman government signed an armistice, effectively surrendering to the Allies. What followed was the complete dismemberment of the empire. The victorious powers carved up its territories like a pie. Britain and France took control of Syria, Lebanon, Palestine, and Iraq, creating the modern map of the Middle East we know today. The heartland of Anatolia itself was occupied, with Allied warships even anchoring in the Bosphorus, right in front of the Sultan's palace in Istanbul. It was a total humiliation. But from these ashes of defeat, a new movement was born. The Turkish national movement, led by the hero of Gallipoli, Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, refused to accept the partition of their homeland. He organized a resistance, fighting a war of independence against the occupying forces and the Sultan's government, which was seen as a puppet of the Allies. After years of fierce fighting, Atatürk's forces emerged victorious. They drove out the foreign armies and established a new government in Ankara. The old imperial system was seen as broken and obsolete. In 1922, the Grand National Assembly made a monumental decision. They abolished the Sultanate. After more than 6 centuries, the rule of the Ottoman dynasty was officially over. The last Sultan, Mehmed VI, boarded a British warship and sailed into exile. 1 year later, in 1923, the Republic of Turkey was officially proclaimed, with Mustafa Kemal Atatürk as its first president. The shadow of the Sultan, which had loomed over so much of the world for so long, had finally lifted, making way for a new nation and a new era. Thanks for watching this final chapter. It's been an epic journey through one of history's greatest empires. If you enjoyed this series, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into history. See you next time.